I'm John with Paris Kelly. She is back. What's going on, Paris?
Not much. How are you?
Doing real good. Thank you for joining me once again. It's always great talking to you.
I love it.
You've been quite a busy woman as of late. How you feeling these days?
I'm doing pretty good. Like you said, I've just been busy wrestling and everything else you can think of.
Well, let's start off with internet radio co-host to your resume. You are now a co-host of Reality Check Cage Heat Radio. You made your debut this past Tuesday, if memory serves me correctly.
Yep, you're right. It is so much fun. I love it. Now I see how you feel when you do this. It is so much fun. You get to meet new people and hear interesting stories. I love it.
What I want to know is, what made you decided to do internet radio? I mean, did they reach out to you? Did you reach out to them? How did that came about?
Well, he wanted me to be on his show, and had some problems going on there, and he messaged me, and he was like, I have an important question. And I was like, what is it? And he said, I would like for you to be a co-host on Reality Check Radio on Tuesdays. Would you like to do it? I said, well, yeah, I would love to do it. So it just started off from there, and I just fell in love with it.
So after you've been through that first show, I mean, I guess going through that first radio show is kind of like going through that first wrestling match. I mean, the butterflies were kicked in, but eventually everything else fall into place. I mean, how did you feel about your internet radio co-hosting debut?
Oh, it was so nerve-wracking. I kept on telling him, I was like, oh, I don't know about this. I don't know about it. I was like, I don't know if I should have committed to this. He was like, once you get in that first question and you'll start loosening up and it'll just be fun. And I was like, are you sure about this? And he was like, yeah. And when I did it, I was like, oh my goodness. It was it was very nerve-wracking. But we interviewed two people, and I got the first one out of the way, and it was like the second one. It was just like you've been doing it for a while. So,
It looks like it's going to be a lot more interesting going forward for you because not only are you just going to interview, you're going to be interviewing people, but you're going to be interviewing fellow wrestlers. Just maybe learn for them, get some insight, get some perspective, things like that.
yeah, um, we're gonna be interviewing some big names this Tuesday, so it should be a lot of fun.
So people can listen to you on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's going to be on Blog Talk Radio, Reality Check, Cage Heat Radio. Uh, I'm so proud of you, girl. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, it's a big experience, and it'll help me get out there a lot more. So
Do you
it's a lot of fun.
do you think that you being interviewed on this show, being interviewed on other shows, kind of help you, got you into doing this, doing
Oh
the
yes, yeah.
So let's talk some Magnificent Ladies Wrestling. The last time I interviewed you, it was before you made your debut, and now that you went through the whole Magnificent Ladies Wrestling experience, you had, I believe, 4 to 5 matches that you did, and I gotta ask you about the match with $1 Million Baby with all that blood. I mean, what was your reaction when you and $1 Million Baby saw the script for that match? And I mean, what was your reaction to it?
Well, I started reading through it all. And I was reading that I needed a belly to back suplex and a body slam and all the stuff. And then I got to the part where it said that she needed to bleed after I hit her with the belt. And I was like, well then, I guess it's what I got to do. So I went ahead and did it, and it was crazy because that was my first blood match. So I'm gonna be having one next Saturday too.
And what was the reaction you got from your friends, your wrestling peers, when they saw pictures and the footage of that match? What was their reaction? Were they like, "Wow, wait a minute now"?
Yes, they're like, you seriously did that? And I was like, yes, I did. They're like, why would you do that? And I said, the person paid for it. I had to follow through with it.
I
So
mean, it is what it is, and wrestlers, you go through pain, you go through, and blood will pop in every now and then. I mean, it's not
mhm,
often, and if people seen footage of matches from Magnificent Ladies Wrestling in the past, there has been blood that's been requested by the customers. So, and I mean, it's it's you get the people what they want, and it's a respectable company. It's not like they're gonna do anything that's way out there. I mean, you're a fan. You watch wrestling on TV or on the computer, and there's blood. I mean, on YouTube. I mean, it happens. So you
yeah.
give the people what they want. Um, there's been a lot of talk about what the future hold for Magnificent Ladies Wrestling, but I'm sure you're aware of it by now that the company is going to have a new manager, new owner, but it's not going anywhere. Destiny will be taking over effective June 22nd. What was your thoughts about everything, particular from the uncertainty, and now they have someone that's going to fill in for Thomas and Susan going forward? How do you feel about the changes that's coming from Magnificent Ladies Wrestling?
Well, at first we didn't know that if it was going to get bought or not. So that was in the air. There was a lot of people looking at it, and then we found out about a couple of weeks ago that she was going to be buying it. We saw it on Facebook, and I was so excited because I really like MLW, and I didn't want to see it go to waste. But after she bought it, we were all happy. I was happy, and I really care for Destiny. So, and I know that she'll be good at it. She's an awesome woman.
Destiny is a household name for the company, and if there's anyone that should, you know, continue the tradition, it's definitely her. At least, not only she's an owner, but she's going to be wrestling as well. So she's doing double duty. And then we got the July 27th tapings coming up. You're going to be there, as well as I'm looking through the list of ladies here. You got Anita Page, you got Baby, Denisha D. Rose, Destiny, Devin Nicole, Jennifer Justice, my fellow Kentuckian, Jesse Bell, Lady Vixen, a little bit, Melanie Cruz, Million Dollar Baby, um, Mina Monet, Pandora, and yourself. Um, and I know I've asked you this before. That was with the April tapings. Now asking you with the July tapings, people can now get their scripts in of all the ladies that I've mentioned. And you have faced one or two before. Who are some of the ladies that's including in the tapings? Just so the fans can get a good idea of who would you rather have matches with. Who would you like to go up against and for the July tapings?
Well, of course, I would want to go against Anita and Million Dollar Baby because they're really fun to work with. But I would like to go with Pandora, Deb and Nicole, really any of them because I like all of them. So
So everybody go to magnificentladieswrestling.com and get your scripts in. I don't know what the deadline is, but I do know that people got plenty of time. And look, it's a huge opportunity. This is the first tapings in the Destiny era, so let's give Destiny a lot of scripts, especially with Paris Kelly. You got to put Paris Kelly in there. Get her some matches. She loves this company and she wants to make a name for herself, obviously. So the more matches she get, the more appearances she will get. So go make it happen. MagnificentLadiesWrestling.com is the website. Go check it out. So, Paris, do you have some upcoming shows with TWE or any other companies you want to promote?
Yes. Of course, I have that one that's coming up next weekend at MLW. I have one with TWE at July 13th in Greenville and August 17th in Greenville. So those are the upcoming ones that I have right now.
Oh, all right. So everybody go check those out. Make sure you support local indie pro wrestling near you, and make sure you support Paris Kelly, now internet radio co-host. I definitely will be tuning in on Tuesday nights. It's a lot of fun. I'm a fan of the show. I'm a fan of the show, and I'm a more fan now that you're on. So, all I can say is you did a fantastic job this past Tuesday, and keep up the good work. You're in good hands. So, just job well done.
Thank you.
Um, well, Paris, it's the weekend. You go. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. As always, thank you for being on. You're always welcome to be on this show, and just keep in touch. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. I'll always support you.
And I support you as well. You have a good night, Paris.
All right, thank you. You too.
All right, bye bye.
Bye.
That was Paris Kelly joining me here on Triple Threat Wrestling Radio, kicking things off.